Good evening, and welcome to Wednesday night meditation. I'm Diana Liz, and tonight we are going to be doing some essential relaxation movements. One of my favorites, lake meditation, and we will finish with compassionate breathing. So here we go. So right where you're going to be meditating, we just sitting in this position. Just plant your feet on the floor, and it's good if you're barefooted or have socks on your feet where you can really make contact with the floor. And you don't have to close your eyes, but when we lower our eyeballs, when we rotate them down, the eye muscles relax. And why is this important? Well, this is important because half of your brain is dedicated towards sight. And so we bring all of that part of the brain into a state of relaxation. So just let your eyes come downward. And if you choose to have your eyes closed, lower the eyeballs as well. So I'm looking down and I am just take a breath and relax. And another breath. And let go. Feeling your feet on the floor, feeling the support of your feet. They carry you. They're small and delicate, and yet they carry all your weight. They allow you to walk and to run. And we're so grateful for the gift of feet and for the gift of mobility. And then feel the points of contact on your hips where you are supported, where your upper body is supported. And just take a breath into your belly and hold it. And then slowly let it go. Let's do that again. Breathing in and holding it and letting it go. And then come up your shoulders to your shoulders and see if you can feel a sense of balance in your upper body. Bringing your chin in line. You might want to take it out of line to see what that feels like, and then bringing it back in line with your spine. So chin forward. And when we do that, you'll notice your chest closes, your heart area closes. And now as we bring our chin into alignment, we notice that our shoulders relax, the tension falls from our shoulders, and our heart is open. It's a beautiful state to be in, a wonderful place to meet the world and life as it happens. So open your eyes again, and let's just let our head come down, our chin come to our sternum. And we don't need to push or pull. Just let the weight of your head stretch your neck gently. And then slowly, keeping the chin tucked, roll back to straight. And we want to have as little tension and as little effort in this action as possible. We want our shoulders to be placed over our hips and our ears over our shoulders. And it's like we're a puppet and we're just sort of floating in this position. So let's do that again. Chin. And let the weight of your head take tension out of your neck. And inhale and come up slowly, keeping that chin tucked. Let your shoulders fall and see if you can get a sense of being a marionette and having all the parts weightless, just resting one on another. Now let's take one hand and bring it over the opposite thigh, and just gently turn your shoulders, turn your ribs. Now turn your head and see how far. And don't push or strain in any way, just an invitation to move. Now move the hip back, the rib back, the shoulders back, and finally the head back to this comfortable position. And now let's reverse it and go in the opposite direction. You may want to move your opposite hand over the opposite thigh and just turn and keep turning and keep twisting like you were wringing a towel. And keep turning and feel the spine twisted around itself. And then slowly bring back the hip, the rib, the shoulders, and finally the head. Let's do that again. Bring the hand over to the opposite side. Begin turning gently without pushing or pulling or any force of any kind. Just an invitation to the body to move. And then look as far as you can. And then slowly bring the hip back, bring the shoulders back, the ribs back, and the head. And one more side, here we go. Bring the hand to the opposite leg, twisting at the hips slightly, and the ribs, and the shoulder, and the neck, and head. And then slowly bringing the hip back, the rib back, the shoulders back, and coming back to straight. So we're going to use that opposite hand pose again, and we're going to feel the outside of our thigh, and then we're going to take our other arm and we're going to cup our hand and cup and hold our skull. So we're going to lift the rib cage upward, and then supporting ourselves with our hand, we're going to go over. Now you might feel comfortable looking down slightly, or looking up slightly, or looking straight ahead. Now just breathe into your rib cage. Allow your armpit to stretch. Our lymph nodes need stimulation. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in and relax. Now ground your hips, ribs smooth, shoulders smooth, and we come back to our place. And just take a moment to close your eyes and notice how different the two sides of your body feel. So reach across with the other arm, take your hand and cup your head, and then slowly lifting the rib cage up. And then finding a comfortable spot for your head. You may want to look straight ahead. Be sure and keep your elbow up as high as you can. You may want to look down slightly or up slightly. So take a breath and relax, keeping those hips grounded into your chair. And again. And let go. Now, using your hips, ground them down, allowing the ribs to float back to their position. bringing the arms to rest on your lap, and then closing the eyes or looking downward, whichever is your preference, and just taking a moment to notice the sensations of the body. Take a breath and let go. Slowly open your eyes. When we want to influence the vagus nerve, it can be as simple as a smile, as simple as softening the gaze. So when we soften our eyes, as we do naturally when we see kittens, puppies, and babies, but that softening of the eyes, the softening of the face, the Buddha smile, that instantly moves us from the sympathetic into the parasympathetic, where we can rest, restore, and relax. So let's get comfortable. You may want to remove your glasses, or you may want to take your shirt tails out, or whatever you need to do, and give me a moment to transition from this location to where I will lead the meditation. So I'll be right back. Lake meditation. I will be using a script adopted from Jon Kabat-Zinn, MBSR founder. This meditation is done in a lying or reclining position. It may also be done in a sitting position. It begins by paying attention to the actual sensations of contact and support as you lie, noticing where your body is making contact, how your weight is distributed on the floor, bed, or recliner. Actually sensing into your body, feeling your feet, your legs, your hips, lower and upper body, your arms, your shoulders, and your head. And when you are ready, bringing awareness to the breath, to the actual sensations, feeling each breath as it comes in and goes out. Letting the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Allowing it to flow easily and naturally with its own rhythm and pace, knowing you are breathing well right now, nothing for you to do. Allowing a sense of being complete, whole, in this very moment, just letting your breath be your breath. And as you rest here, letting an image form in your mind's eye, an image of a lake, a body of water, large or small, held in a receptive basin by the earth itself. Noting in the mind's eye that, and your own heart, that water likes to pool in low places. It seeks its own level, asks to be held, contained. Letting this image gradually come into greater focus. And if it doesn't come as a visual image, allowing the sense of this lake and feeling its presence. The lake you're invoking may be deep or shallow, blue or green, muddy or clear. Perhaps it has no wind on the surface. Perhaps it's flat, mirror-like, reflecting trees, rocks, sky, clouds, holding everything in itself momentarily. Wind may come and stir up waves, causing the reflections to distort and disappear. But then sunlight may sparkle in the ripples and dance on the waves in a play of shimmering diamonds. When night comes, it's the moon's turn to dance on the lake, or when the surface is still to be reflected in and along with the outline of trees and shadows. In winter, the lake may freeze, yet be teeming with movement and life below. As you rest here breathing, as you establish this image of a lake in your mind's eye, allowing yourself, when you feel ready, to bring it inside yourself completely so that your being merges with the lake. You become one with it so that all your energies in this moment are held in awareness with openness and compassion for yourself. In the same way as the lake's waters are held by the receptive and accepting basin of the earth herself, breathing as a lake, feeling its body as your body, allowing your mind and your heart to be open and receptive, moment by moment, to reflect whatever comes near, or to be clear all the way to the bottom. Experiencing moments of complete stillness when both reflection and water are completely clear, and other moments, perhaps when the surface is disturbed, choppy, stirred up, reflections and depth are lost for the moment. And through it all, as you lie here, simply observing the play
of the various energies of your own mind and heart. The fleeting thoughts and feelings, impulses and reactions, which come and go as ripples and waves, noting their effects. In contact with them, just as you are in contact with and feel the various changing energies that play on the lake, the wind, the waves, the light, the shadows, and the reflections, the colors and smells, noticing the effect of your thoughts and feelings. Do they disturb the surface and the clarity of the mind's lake? Do they muddy the waters? Is that okay with you? Isn't having a rippling or wavy surface a part of being a lake? Might it be possible to identify not only with the surface of your lake, but with the entire body of water, so that you become the stillness below the surface, which at most experiences only gentle undulations, even when the surface is choppy and ragged. And in the same way, in your meditation practice and in your daily life, can you be in touch not only with the changing content and intensity of your thoughts and feelings, but also with the vast, unwavering reservoir of awareness itself, residing below the surface of your mind? The lake can teach us this, remind us of the lake within ourselves. If you find this image to be of value, you may want to use it from time to time to deepen and enrich your meditation practice. You might also invite this lake image to empower you and guide your actions in the world as you move through the unfolding of each day, carrying this vast reservoir of mindfulness within your heart. I will now pause for a few minutes allowing you to hold in awareness and in acceptance right now all our qualities of mind and body, just as the lake sits held, cradled, contained by the earth, reflecting sun, moon, stars, trees, clouds, the sky, birds, and light, caressed by the air and the wind. These qualities bring out and highlight its sparkle, its vitality, its potential, moment by moment. I will now pause for a few minutes to allow you time to sustain the lake meditation in silence on your own, personalizing your meditation moment by moment, being the lake in your own way with its own storms and moments of peace. I will call you back with my voice, and we will continue with compassionate breathing. And now, when you are ready, releasing the image of your lake, knowing that you can come back to this gentle, relaxing space that nurtures you at any moment that you so choose. Releasing the lake and turning your attention back to the breath. Noticing how the body is being nourished with this breath. Shifting the focus of your attention to the inhale part of the breath cycle. Feeling the air coming into the body. Perhaps you can sense how the inhale feels nourishing and replenishing. If that works for you, imagine breathing in compassion, as if the oxygen molecules were carrying compassion into your body. Or it could be a word with each inhalation, like love or ease. You could also imagine inhaling light or warmth. Whatever works for you, whatever you need in this moment. If you have a hard time connecting to compassion or kindness, see if you can imagine what it feels like to be surrounded by love and compassion. Allowing yourself to be nourished if possible. Perhaps you can take in the kindness that's around you. Breathing in the kindness and the compassion with each inhale, allowing yourself to be soothed with each inhale, taking it in just for you. I will pause for just a moment to allow you to continue to feel the compassion coming in on each inhale, taking it in just for you. When you feel ready, shifting your attention to the exhale portion of the breath cycle, feeling the air leaving your body, allowing any tension to melt away with each exhale. Now, with each exhale, imagining exhaling compassion with each breath. You can extend this compassion to someone you know who might be suffering and needing some love, some gentleness. With each exhale, allowing some of the abundant compassion that is within you to be transmitted to those in need. Continue to exhale with ease, extending all kindness and compassion so plentiful out into the world. I will pause for just a moment, allowing you to exhale and extend the kindness and compassion in your heart out into the world. And when you're ready, shifting your attention to notice the entire breath cycle, noticing both the inhale and the exhale, breathing in deeply and breathing in deeply in and completely out. With each inhale, taking in some compassion that's just for you. With each exhale, sending it out to someone else. Allowing yourself to savor all this kindness, all this compassion coming into and leaving your body. Finding a sense of ease and balance. Taking in compassion just for you and sending out compassion for everyone else. I will now pause for just a moment, allowing the breath to find its own natural rhythm, breathing in and breathing out gently and with ease. Compassion, breathing in just for you, compassion out for others. Breathing in compassion, breathing out compassion, feeling whole just as you are. Allowing the soothing sense of compassion to penetrate every organ and every cell of your body. Allowing the care and comfort to be felt in the body and then sending it out to someone else. Inhaling care and exhaling care. And now releasing the image of compassion and returning your awareness back to the simple breath coming in to your physical body. Feel the sensations of breathing. You may want to focus on the nostrils, the rib cage, or the belly. Becoming aware of the body once more. Feeling the points of contact with your support. Take your time. And when you're ready, come back to the here and now and slowly open your eyes. You may want to stretch a little bit. Thank you for joining me for week 7 of Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction. I'm Diana Liz, founder of Rejuvenating Lifestyle for Mind, Body, Health, and Happiness, wishing you a life of flourishing. Namaste.